Emergency services in Zaporizhzhia, Ukraine, rehearsed their plan for how to save lives in a radiological emergency. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, the largest in all of Europe, is located just 35 miles away in Russian-occupied territory, and fears are mounting amid warnings from Ukraine's leaders that this, at some point in the war, may be not just a drill. Now our intelligence has received information that Russia is considering a scenario of a terrorist attack on the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, President Zelensky said last week. A terrorist attack with radiation leakage. They've prepared everything for this. Western intelligence has not confirmed Ukraine's dire warning, but in the wake of a dam blowing up, causing massive flooding, Ukrainians believe the Russians are willing and able to do the unthinkable. Depending on the wind's direction, in a radiological emergency, authorities here say around 300,000 civilians might need to be cleared of radioactive dust and evacuated.
Under the scenario, civilians are offloaded from the buses. The buses then come through here to get decontaminated themselves on the outside and then on the inside.
They expect some civilians would need urgent treatment for radiation poisoning and require evacuation by ambulance.
Civilians who've been decontaminated will come back on here and be evacuated. When you're decontaminating civilians, what's the most difficult part?
The most difficult part is to talk to civilian guys. You need to throw out your dress off.
As the counteroffensive ramps up, the plant could be in even greater peril. Last September, alarming video showed missiles striking near the plant and shelling of a nearby area where critical workers live. Amid rising global alarm, the International Atomic Energy Agency struck a deal with the Russians to inspect the plant and found blast destruction around the facility. The head of the IAEA calling it an extremely vulnerable situation. Authorities are trying to get the word out, encouraging local media to advise citizens on how to prepare, what to pack in a go bag, and what to do immediately upon alert of radiation.
Can you ever be ready for a radiological emergency?
Yeah, we're ready. We're waiting for it. That's why we're here.
Authorities here say they'd have no way of helping people across the river in Russian-occupied areas near the nuclear power plant. The checkpoint separating the front lines would remain closed. The advice for Ukrainians there, head south towards the sea. Jason Bellini, Scripps News, Zaporizhzhia, Ukraine.